Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in to day 2 of the Utah State Championships here at Creekside Disc Golf Course today. We have an amazing round for you guys. As you can see, we're back down in the valley. Day 1, we were in the mountains, bringing it back to the park-style courses here that we play in Utah so often. It's going to be great. We have an amazing lead card today with Nathan Hough taking it with 7 down to start off. Joseph Kozlowski tied for second at 6 under with Tyler Waldo, and Jake LaPutka coming in at 4 down. It's going to be an amazing day at Creekside. It's a very scoreable course out here with a lot of OB thrown in today. So these guys are going to have to keep it clean, make some putts from some awkward places. Chase card not far behind. They're going to have a good chance of catching up and making lead card tomorrow for Brighton. So you see those beautiful trophies there. It's going to be a banger. Let's get into it. We have hole 1 here at Creekside. Ian, what are we looking at?
We're looking at a big par 3. You see it plays with par 4 for B pool, which are the MA2 3 guys. But here, 474 feet. You want to land, if you're playing for par, you want to land somewhere right about here and just have a nice, layup shot, whether that be straight at it, zone, forehand, backhand. And Lord Ben announcing.
Yep. Out of Jackson, Wyoming, rocking a cool hat, sponsored by Infinite Discs, currently in our lead at neg 7, Nathan Hough.
As we hear Ben announce, Nathan Hough, our leader going into day 2 here from Jackson, Wyoming. It's a little bit of a change for him on this course. He's used to the mountains. Now we're down in the valley.
Yeah, definitely a change from the Jackson Disc Golf and the Brighton Disc Golf. Got to talk to Nate a good amount during this round, so got a few fun facts for him. It looks like he is just kind of going for more of that par play, but that's a good forehand.
Yeah, the safe, keep it away from OB, don't be too far down the hill. Beautiful shot.
Alrighty, second on the tee out of Logan, Utah, sponsored by Discmania. Currently in second place with a neg 6, Joey Kozlowski.
Joey, the only person from our feature card yesterday to make it the lead card today.
Yeah, Joey had a good round yesterday. Very, very clean back 9 with Brighton adding a few new holes, new pin positions, making it a real challenge.
Yeah.
So, good to see Joey here.
Yeah, we've seen him on this course before. He's very good at hitting his lines. Going for the big turnover here. Threw a lot of these shots yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, his angle control is, if not the best in the state, one of the best in the state, if not the region. He can control the angle of his discs so well.
Yeah.
And that is nuked.
It is. Looked like it came out early, but had enough turn on it. So you see it come down beautifully there in the patch of grass, pin high, probably C2, mid C2.
Yeah, right around there.
Alrighty, third on our card, out of Pleasant Grove, Utah, sponsored by Another Round Salt Lake City, at a neg 6, Tyler Waldo.
Where's Waldo himself? I think we finally found him. First time on coverage, Ian?
Yeah, first time on coverage for Mr. Tyler Waldo here. Another Round Salt Lake boy. He, we don't see him play at Creekside too much. He doesn't play here too much, but he's super stoked to be here today.
Yeah, let's see what he's got. He's also lining up that forehand. Looks like he's going the more safe play. That looks really low.
It's low, but he's far enough out. He still has a line at the basket. If he was pushing another 20 feet into those woods, it would be bad.
Yeah.
Out of Tooele, Utah, your 2014 Amateur World Champion, sponsored by Innova Champion Discs and Edge Disc Golf, Jake LaPutka.
And this man needs no introduction.
No.
If you've played disc golf in Salt Lake, you've seen Jake out there at some point.
You've seen him post on Facebook, in tournament chats. Like, the man is very active when it comes to Salt Lake disc golf. And this looks decent. It's got to hook up a little more, though.
Yeah. Goes to that flex forehand line. Kind of takes a counter skip down towards those trees. If he got a flare on it, would have been nice up the hill. But it's a big forehand shot.
Yeah, that is. It's definitely more of a scramble from there than a stock shot.
Yeah.
Mr. Tyler lining up his second.
Going with that forehand again, keeping it low. Takes a skip there right in front of the camera. Middle circle one. Great upshot.
Great upshot. Great upshot from Tyler. Now, this is a spot from Jake. He's on a knee. He can barely see the basket from where he is. I've been here before. It's not great.
No. That was a great upshot from where he was.
Yeah.
You'd think you could just throw kind of like a spike hyzer, but it really doesn't work from that position.
No, it doesn't. Mr. Hough, his long look at birdie.
I thought he landed closer to the basket. That was a good run, though.
Yeah, he was, like I said, in a good par play.
Yeah.
You don't see a lot of birdies from that far out. Joey, though, this could be a big birdie.
Gives it that little spinny floaty bid. Just comes up short.
Yeah. Now, Dave, day one, we had an amazing feature card. Day two, completely new card, so to say.
Yep.
What are we looking forward to?
Looking forward to not that. That is not what I want to see today. I want to see everybody making those putts. I want to see everybody having fun out here. Creekside's a really fun course where you kind of got to hit lines. There's not a whole lot of open space. You can get caught up where you're just kind of scrambling, and your putts have to be on here.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of, edge of circle or middle of C2 kind of putts. So these guys, I'm excited to see three guys that don't really play this course a whole lot.
Mm-hmm.
See different lines and, unique ways to score out here.
Yeah. Cool thing about Creekside is there are, I would say about half the holes, there's more than one line to the basket. There's always a forehand, backhand, whatever it might be. Hole 2, Dave.
Yep.
What's your play here?
This does have multiple lines.
Yes.
I kind of go with like a hyzer flip with like a mid-range or putter through the gap that the drone's flying here. Kind of get it to try to push left, somehow get through the gap under that V tree and just land on this island. If you can be on the island, you're in a good spot. You're putting. I have seen some people try that hard flex forehand line or the soft turnover down the left side gap.
Sure.
Super touchy lines. It depends what you're most comfortable with.
I find when throwing downhill, I find the backhand easier for me.
Yeah.
So kind of like we see out of Nathan, this is just got to beat
that tree.
That tree.
Yep. That is the line I like to see. A little more hyzer out of his hand probably would have pushed really well.
Joey, the man of angles. Can he angle this one onto the green?
Yeah. There is a little bit of luck that can be had on this hole too. Like if you just get through some of these trees, you could be in a good spot.
Getting real close to that guardian tree.
Flipping up. Just not enough stability in it to get left.
I have actually been liking the flippy putter up the left gap. Because it kind of just like glides down into a safe spot. And it takes... You just have to hit the initial gap instead of having to worry about 2 or 3 gaps later down the fairway.
Yeah. Just a very touchy shot. Jake.
Ooh.
Just barely missing that first tree. Hyzering in through. That's kind of what you're going for there, Ian.
Yeah, that's a great shot. That's a 1,000 rated shot right there.
Yeah. It'll leave you kind of in a putting spot. Is what I would like to say. You have a look.
Mr. Waldo, after the bogey, would love to have a better hole here.
Ooh, pulls it a bit. That goes out into the trees on the right there. Gets through a little bit of stuff.
Yeah, he's got some work to do, but it's not the worst thing we've ever seen.
No.
Nate, just trying to lay up, take his par, walk off.
Yeah, pretty simple approach from where he's at. He just needs to not hit that tree.
Yeah, he was
he's
hitting himself after that one.
Yeah.
Joey a lot closer. That guardian tree is kind of out of play, just along his run putt. I think we should call it.
Yeah.
Nate, the save is par, long ways out still. This is still 70 feet from the basket, folks.
Yeah.
This is not C2 quite yet.
It's a long distance. It's still like 3-4 feet uphill, so you got to give it a little bit of extra height.
With extra height, extra fade on the disc. Can he combine the two for a top-notch par save?
Back. Just a little short. Jake, his birdie. Ideally, you'd want to be on top of where those logs are. I think he came up just a touch short. Good bid.
Yeah. So Tyler actually parked the right position.
Yep.
Which, for those of us playing Creekside Open, are wondering how to park it, just
follow that line.
Yeah, follow that line.
Get it. Oh, nicks the chains. That's a great putt from that angle.
That is. Tight, tough angle. Oh, no.
Ooh.
We don't like to see that, Dave.
No. That is not what you want to have when you're inside the circle there. Good comebacker.
Good comeback, but two bogeys.
Got to shake off the nerves there.
Yep. Tyler did say one, doesn't play Creekside a whole ton, but two, was definitely a little shaky because of the camera. First time on a feature or lead card for him in MPO. So.
Yeah. Joey, tap it in. Making life easy for him there.
Hole 3. This is our hole, Dave.
It is.
375 feet. There is a Mando down there just to protect the next tee pad. Everything left of that concrete strip is out of bounds. So, something big forehand. You want to land right around here where the grass stops. Get a big flare skip up to the ant hill, we call it. And par is good here?
Par is very good here. You want to beat that first tree where you see those like little witch's fingers hanging out. If you hit that, more than likely you're kicking down OB.
Kicking down OB, or even if you are safe, it's a very, very hard scramble.
Yeah. There is a high turnover line, but it is very tight, especially this time of year with the trees growing in. Joey going really stable, getting that angle. Nice little flare skip. You want a little more distance than that, but that'll put you in a good spot, at least for par.
Yeah. To get the birdie, you definitely want to land another 10, 15 feet up the fairway, in the gap, we should say, to be able to get that big skip towards the basket.
Yep.
Mr. LaPutka.
Keeping it low, a little bit of flex on it. That's getting way too much distance, cutting through those trees there.
Yeah.
He still has a look at the basket, gets a little lucky getting through those trees there. But you want more hyzer early on that.
Yeah. You want the power of that with a more stable disc so it does get that big flare. But from where Jake is, he like Dave said, gets lucky, and we'll see him with a putt. Now, Mr. Nathan Hough.
Keeping it real low, real inside.
Gotta beat that tree.
Oh, just catches that tree, unfortunately.
He's like, it bounced straight up. Yep, it bounced straight up. Hit the root of that tree. That's kind of the guardian tree you either want to be in front of or just on the backside. Now, Tyler Waldo, 2 bogeys. Let's see if he can at least get a par out here.
Yeah, I like how wide that is. It's on hyzer the whole way. Catches an early branch, though. We don't see that too often.
No, it means it was a really good forehand.
Yeah.
If you get that far out there, hit that branch, really good forehand, just unlucky.
Yep.
Now Nate here with his awkward... What's your play here? You've landed here quite a few times.
I have. I don't mind that little flex forehand he's going for here. I think I usually go something soft and try to go over that little tree there. Just kind of like what he's doing there. Soft light, stays up on the hill there, gives himself a good putt.
Tyler.
Much better look from where Tyler's at. You're going to at least like see the basket. I'm kind of just trying to throw it into the hill.
Ooh, that's got to simmer. That's got to simmer.
Yeah. You kind of want to just hit the side of the hill there and let it, stay.
I've been kind of throwing like an Annie, like depending on where I'm at, just something Annie really high and almost let it like drop out of the sky.
Yeah. Joey, his little Anheuser soft bid towards the basket there, taking his par.
Jake with the longest drive out of the bunch, kind of lucky.
Yep. Keeping that wide, letting the hyzer back, sits on top of the hill there.
Just
Should
fine.
be, easy par for him.
Now, this is a tester. This is 25, 28 feet uphill. If you miss, you're going another 25, 28 feet.
Yeah. Great putt. That's what we want to see from Tyler.
That's a good putt out of Tyler. Nate tapping in his par with the rest of the gentlemen. So, no birdies to start our first 3 holes here at Creekside. How often does this happen? First 3 holes, what are you looking for?
I would say in these positions in particular, there's definitely less birdies. Hole 1 being really far distance, OB on the right. You're kind of trying to keep something in play. You never want to start your tournament off that way. I expect a little bit more scoring out of these guys, especially coming into hole 4 here. It's only 272 feet. It does play as kind of this like long island strip. So you have OB lining the outsides, as you can see from the logs here. It does open up around here where you see that grouping of trees and the basket tucked behind it. This is a pretty simple shot that all these guys should have in their bag. I think we should start to see some scoring picking up right here.
Yeah, I have been throwing this hole a lot recently to kind of try and figure out what is the birdie. And the birdie is that from Joey if it gets down before the log.
Yep.
Or beat the right side trees early with something stable and have it kind of like hyzer skip towards the basket. Those are kind of my 2 golden plays.
I go for the trees, man. Get lucky through the tree gap.
Yep. You're talking straight tree gap?
Straight tree gap.
So kind of like Jake is now. This is my play, but this is
a little too much turn on that.
Yeah, it needs to slow down and get left.
And that takes one of the most unlucky skips to where it's like on the ground, skips up and over the log that's kind of protecting that OB and just skips out.
Nathan Hough. I love his hat.
It is. It's a fun hat. He's going wide as well. And that just kind of scoots up that right side gap that you're talking about.
Yeah, that's a gap that you want because then you have a more open look at the basket from that side with a little less danger behind the basket, in my opinion.
Yeah. Now, I don't hate this play from Tyler here. I actually do think a forehand works on this. That left side gap is pretty open. But that is very turned.
That's got to get in.
Just comes all the way around that like little circle there. Never kind of crosses back over. So, unfortunately, he's going to have to come all the way back.
Yeah, no talking about it right now. This is where the card decided that Tyler went out. I think, yeah, he got unlucky, but when the OB is that tight, I think you just got to trust something more stable.
Yeah. He also threw that pretty hard, so he might have been long either way, but going around that left side of the trees there is not where you want to be. Jake with a really awkward putt here.
Yeah, and you remember, this is for par. Win OB on his drive.
Oh, corner pocket.
Corner pocket, you take those.
Yep.
You're stoked on that. You see him running it down. Nate for his birdie.
Taking his time, trying to get scoring unlocked in this round. Oh.
Low right.
Just yanks it.
He's kind of got like a Matty O-esque putt, but more from like the stomach, not necessarily from the chest.
Yeah.
So it comes out real flat. He's putting with those pilots.
Nice. Joey, be a solo birdie. Gets it.
It's a good solo birdie.
It is. Especially on this lead card. Some of these guys really need to start scoring to keep up. See if Nathan can make this putt and stay tied with Joey here. It's a good comebacker.
It's a good comebacker, yep. And Mr. Tyler Waldo going to tap in his bogey.
Great putt.
It's a good putt.
Feels like he's starting to get the flow back. Getting that swing in.
Yeah. Now, hole 5, par 3, 340 feet. This is in a position we don't see it in a lot anymore, but when it's over there, it's really fun.
Yeah.
I have seen more bogeys on this than I have birdies, and I've seen more bogeys than I have seen par. You want to get lucky. You want to land on the mound somewhere and hope for a long putt. Yeah. I still can't figure this hole out, personally.
I like going with something not overstable, but like stable on hyzer, and just like pushing it long and hoping for a good skip there.
Mm-hmm.
If you're in that right side trees, there's a 60-40 chance you won't have a putt, but I'll take that 40% odds a lot of the time.
Yep. And being short left is kind of jail.
Yep.
You need to be...
Joey, going long, getting that stability out of it. As we see, he doesn't get the most perfect kick, but he does kick out towards the edge of that tree line there.
Yeah.
If it misses that one tree, he's like parked.
Yeah.
I think that's probably the best line you could have on this hole.
Yeah, and pushing it any further inside is really tough because you have those guardian trees in the way.
Like we see Jake here go wide and long, skips through those trees in there. He has kind of a look in there, but it's definitely going to be really awkward footing and really awkward reach out.
Mr. Hough. A little higher line.
Yep.
Out of Nate.
Comes inside on that left edge there. Not a great spot to be. You don't really have a good look at the basket. He's outside C2 there.
Now Tyler Waldo looking to get something back here.
Inside, really tight there, but still pushes straight and somehow gets through all the trees back there. There is a little tunnel. If you go far enough back that looks at the basket through those trees there.
I don't think he's quite there.
He's like 3 inches too long.
Mr. Nathan Hough, a little short on his drive, but this should be an easy up and down for par. You just got to get it through kind of this guardian bush in front of him.
Yeah. As you see, it's kind of a very obstructed look at the basket there.
Well, Annie bid.
Kept it low. As you see, he liked that putt.
He liked it.
He liked it a lot. And you can kind of see from Tyler here, there is that opening, but he's got to reach out for it.
Yep.
So if he's, 6 inches back or almost a foot back to where his knee is, he kind of has a straight putt. Low ceiling, but a straight putt.
It's a par.
Yep.
It's a par. Now, Jake, kind of has a bit at it.
Yep, another low ceiling, awkward footing, but he can see the basket. Like, you have a line.
Just a little low from him.
Yep.
A little low.
Great line at it. Joey was messing around with this putt for a good while.
Yeah.
He was in the most awkward position where there was like a dead stump behind him, a little branch off to the left, a tree off to the right. Just he thought he was like pretty much in the opening and had nothing.
Yeah, he chooses to kind of go with this Annie bid around the tree.
I think that's a good play for him because he is strong with that. So you see, just not enough juice on it. really frustrated for throwing such a good tee shot and having no real way to throw that putt.
Yeah. Nate, his par putt. It's a good par putt.
Yep.
So those 15-footers that lose your strokes on the field, you know.
Yep.
You might have a 40-footer for birdie, but if you can make that 15-foot comeback, really good things are happening.
Yep. Everybody tapping in their pars here. No real scoring separation on this card.
No, it's pretty tight. Tyler's had a rough few holes.
Yep.
But who knows what can happen, especially on an island hole like this. Hole 6.
Yeah, tight gap off the tee pad there. That little half cut tree on the right just loves to get hit by discs. If you can throw something on backhand pretty straight out here and just have it die or fade into the island, you're parked. The real danger on this hole, in my opinion, is going long.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of people hit that initial gap and kind of overjuice it.
Going long or too straight.
Yep.
Joey lining his backhand up. These trees, especially this one on the right, kind of gets in my head.
Mm-hmm. They're a lot closer than they look. Oh, and he catches that tree on the right there.
That's the one you got to miss. That tree fell, what, about a year and a half ago? It used to be fully over. So Creekside's getting easier.
Yep. Yeah, it was a low tunnel shot back then. Jake, he's thrown this shot a few thousand times.
Go in.
Going right at the basket there.
Wow.
And you can't draw that any better.
No. That is great.
Yep.
That's always a good sign.
Now, Nate, trying to decide what to do. I'm going to tell you, I did this line today.
Oh, yeah?
But you see that guardian tree, the big guardian tree on the left side of your screen right now?
Yeah.
That has fallen since we filmed this.
Oh.
So I threw this on accident today, trying to get to the right position.
So that kind of tree that he just hit there?
Yeah. It is a line now.
Okay.
I don't love it.
I don't love the forehand play. There is that gap, but it's so tight that if you could just throw something straight, you'll be in a much better position.
Yeah. Mr. Waldo.
Going high over that tree line and is turning. It had a lot of stability to it, but with that much turn, that disc was never coming back far enough.
Too much juice?
A little too much juice. I think he could have gone a little less stable of a disc and tried to throw it flatter. I mean, maybe that was his play all along. Joey from the drop zone.
That is a rare 3 on this position.
It is.
Great putt.
Edge of C2 putt there. There used to be another tree next to where these guys are at that made it a little tighter. But Nathan giving it a bid, but can't make it. Tyler stepping up, also giving it a bid here. Just a little short and outside there. And then Jake for the solo birdie.
This is a hole where you don't see a lot of pars and you don't see a lot of birdies. Great birdie.
Yeah. This one's almost a birdie or bogey hole. Unless you make that rare drop zone putt there. Tyler tapping in his bogey there. We're coming up. Done with the first third of the course here, Ian. Back third, starting off right now, hole 7. What's going on?
This is a funky one. This is another kind of par's good.
Yeah.
You want to land right where Dave is, and you want to flare skip so hard but so low that you somehow get a look at this basket that's really hard to fly to, somewhere over there.
Yeah.
I'll show you guys how.
I have thrown, like, zones will get you a guaranteed par. Anything faster, you're kind of playing with the back wall if you get the wrong angle on it.
Jake
Up.
going wide and high here.
Up high, you hit that tree.
Yeah.
And
That's a fine look from where you're at any of the other baskets, but it's not going to get you within birdie range on this hole.
no. This hole's hard because the ceiling is so low over by the basket.
Yeah, you literally need it to skip low and backwards.
Yeah.
Joey keeping it very low, going that inside line, skips off a branch down there, takes a roll towards the basket.
Now, that's where you want to be. You want to be 5 feet closer to the basket. Though.
Yeah.
That's kind of the shot you're looking for, though.
He got a little lucky hitting that stick there.
Nate opting for the high line.
Yeah.
Getting a little luckier than Jake, but...
Yeah, kind of counter skip backwards a little bit there, though. Now this line. I was at the base. I couldn't see these guys throwing when I was doing catch cam. All I heard was incoming. Real low, real stable. Takes that big, basically over my head. Gets so unlucky hitting that tree. Because if it misses that tree, he's like flare skipping all the way up to the long pin and rolling towards the basket.
Yeah.
Like that would have been such a good shot had it missed that one tree.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
From where he's at though, trying to play the forehand.
I don't love that play because the right side's... Once you get pin high, the right side's actually more open from where he is. So why are you trying to flex something through the left side?
I think he's just very forehand dominant and more confident with that.
That's kind of the play you expect to see.
Yeah. Laying it up, keeping it low with the jump putt. Same thing for Jake here. Doesn't really have much of a bit in it just because it's such a low ceiling.
Yeah, you can't give the disc height without the ceiling coming in. Now, Joey with the solo. Almost solo birdie.
Yep. Top of the band there. Does Tyler putt with Bergs?
They're surfs.
Okay.
They're just a little puddle topped.
Gotcha.
Another bogey for Tyler. Not what you want to see, unfortunately.
No.
You see Jake there talking about this branch. That little branch was alive and connected to the tree.
Yep.
And it was right in the way of Joey's putt.
Yep.
That's why he missed it.
Yeah.
He's
and
blaming that one off.
They were like, should we take this down for the AMs tomorrow?
And then they said no.
No, they couldn't do it. Hole 8 here. Big hyzer line, 366. We have OB all along the right side there, playing to an hazard island. So we see Sir Ben Marloff hanging out. He was getting the baskets ready for the day. This is a hard hole because you have to have distance control on the hillside there. And if you throw it long right or left, you're going way out of position and playing from there from the hazard.
Yeah.
Big shout out Ben being a little funny there, giving another round Salt Lake.
Jake, this looks good.
Just short of the island there.
Just short, okay.
Yeah. Doesn't make it back up into the hillside. So that's one of the things is you have to play this a little closer to that tree line than you feel comfortable with.
Joey, line up his big hyzer.
It's a little more inside. A lot more inside. Skips off the hill. This needs to sit.
Stop. Don't roll. It's a good cut up.
Yeah. Curled up. Honestly, that's the best place to be because you're looking at an uphill putt and not a death putt down the hill.
Sure. Now, Nate here has not played this hole. He's never played this hole.
First time.
First time ever.
Nice.
He just doesn't know what to throw. A little confused on like distance and everything. So he's just trying to get one out there. Hope for the best.
Yep. Yeah, he's just got to keep this low and inside. And that is pretty high out of his hand there, Ian.
It's high. I don't mind the height. It just didn't trust it far enough right.
No, and that came up short and left of that island. So he'll have a pretty long look from the hazard there to get his par.
Tyler.
Going with the big spike hyzer as well.
This is a lot wider.
A lot wider, a lot more angle on that shot. It is coming back into the hillside.
Sit. Good shot.
Great shot out of him. It was, 4 feet from hitting the basket there.
Yeah, it's a good shot.
Great shot.
Nate, after his short drive, long look at par. Remember, playing as a hazard island.
Yeah, going up the hill here. Ooh, just a little bit on that right side, but good bid.
Yeah, good bid. A little hard. Jake, he's not really trying to run this. This is a death putt behind him.
Yeah. He's just trying to get it close, tapping his bogey, take his medicine there.
Yep. Now, Tyler. Safe. Scary putt.
Very scary putt. Ooh. Did not want to go in the basket there.
Yeah. Joey. Easiest part of the group. A little farther uphill, but no real depth behind him. It's more of a shallow slope instead of a drop off.
Great putt. You can hear the wind picking up in the background there. Definitely a scary putt with that wind.
Yeah. Capitalizes on a good shot. Now, Nate. For his par.
Bogey.
His bogey. Thank you.
Yeah.
Normally it would be a par. But
Yeah.
Fixing the chains for Mr. Tyler there.
Saving, tapping in his par.
His par, yep. Not a bogey.
Yep.
And Mr. LaPutka taking his bogey.
Yeah, that hole is going to have a lot of scoring separation as far as birdie bogey goes. You're not going to see too many pars.
Hole 9 here, Dave. We got a 276-foot par 3. There is a Mando on the right tree up here, so you have to go left of it. Mando left, kind of just eliminating the big spike hyzer. I like it. You want to land in the bowl. It's a lot easier said than done.
Yeah. The flex forehand plays really well here, or a little touchy backhand shot that flips up a little bit but goes pretty straight. The shot became a lot harder with how windy it became in the back half of this course.
Yeah, we see Joey lining up the backhand. Does he trust the disc is the question.
Going with that flex line there. Splitting the gap.
I don't think you or I or any mortal human could try that 100 times and do that.
No, he split the gap and then still had it nose up enough to kind of keep pushing through.
That's insane.
Yeah, he was calling a shot there at the end.
Tyler.
Playing that flex forehand, fortunately doesn't get lucky through those trees. I do like that play if you keep it out wider on that right side and let it flex in. So you see Jake there also going too short, too low. It does take a bit of a flare skip forward a little bit, so a little extra distance on that.
Yeah, a little height on that, a little less angle. I think it's really good. Nate. This is more that line you expect.
Yep. Kept it high, took a big skip. He'll be a little bit longer than he wants to be, but good line there.
Yeah. Now, Tyler's in awkward position here.
Yeah. He's doing patent pending, kind of has a low angle, still has to beat that Mando. Doesn't get through the gap.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough.
At least now he's in a more open position. You can kind of pitch a forehand up towards the basket.
Yeah, this is pretty stock, just a little glidey.
Get over it. Slide on up there.
Yep. Take his bogey. Move on. Hope for a better second half from him.
Yep.
Jake. Long look.
Yeah. He got a little lucky that he skipped up as far as he did with how low he threw that. Nate, really long. I was worried that was going into the water at one point.
Yeah, really long. This...
Sit.
A little awkward birdie bit at it.
Yeah.
Joey, the best of the group, still with an awkward kind of straddle putt out to get a clean look at this basket.
Money.
Capitalizes.
Yep. So far, Joey, the only one we see scoring on this front nine.
Yeah, I mean, it is a tough front nine. It's hard to score on this layout, but you expect to see a few more birdies overall on the whole course and not just a few holes.
Yeah.
Nate, good putt from him to save his par. Mr. Waldo tapping in his bogey.
And that's a pretty unfortunate bogey for not missing the Mando on this hole.
Yeah. Bad kick into a, misaligned shot into a forced layup to a 10-foot putt is never fun.
Yeah.
So, Jake LaPutka tapping out his par, and that'll kind of wrap up our front nine, Dave.
Yeah. We did not see a whole lot of scoring out of these guys here. We saw Joey coming in at 3 under, few birdies, keeping it clean out there. We saw Nathan coming in at 3 over. He unfortunately didn't have any birdies at all. Jake playing even, birdie bogey, and Tyler having a pretty rough front half there at +6.
Yeah, not ideal. Took a lot of the hard work he had yesterday, took that away.
Yeah.
But we still have exactly half a tournament to play still.
Yep.
So
there's a lot of good scores coming through here on Creekside as well. A lot of the guys here play this course pretty often. We're going to see some hot rounds coming in here later this afternoon.
if you haven't already, please make sure to like and subscribe to Another Round Salt Lake and the Bad Throws Good Bros channel. And if you haven't already, go check out that round 1, and we'll see you on the back nine. Thanks for watching.